Hi, guys. Welcome back to our first official episode of our YouTube series. We are so excited to finally kick this thing off.
I hate to say it, but it's all happening.
It's it's all happening. Insert Sheena Shea tattoo on our arms. It's happening. So if you have a drink nearby, I'm opting for a Celsius. Ashley, what do you have?
I'm still drinking my coffee and I'm good with that. Run it
Okay.
through my veins.
Literally coffee in a vat. Shout out Lorelai Gilmore. So there's a lot that's been going on lately. There's so much to talk about. So we should start off with I feel like this is running amok in the world right now. The Katie, Gretchen, Jen, Tamara, OC drama. Like, let's get into it. What are your thoughts?
Frankly, I'm happy to engage, but I just don't care. It's just too many people lying. The fact that it's all rooted, I went back and watched Naked Wasted like 2 weeks ago. The fact that it's all rooted in somebody intentionally being put in a place to where they could have been abused. And honestly, Tamara encouraging that much drinking with honestly, I feel gross talking about it because I feel like Gretchen was a victim and I don't need all the Gretchen, like I'm not like choosing sides here. If there's somebody I feel that was victimized, which I feel Gretchen was to an extent, I'm not saying she was abused or anything. I'm saying Tamara encouraging her to drink in a disgusting amount, like, oh, I like you so much right now. Oh, you're so much fun tonight. Having her son literally feed her drinks. If she doesn't want to talk about it, if she lied, I don't care. It's her story to tell. And if I kind of honestly, I'm not even really comfortable talking about it.
Okay, so should we move on to a different topic?
No, I'm happy to engage. I just don't know why that's not a bigger part of the conversation. It feels weird to me that people aren't talking about if this is Gretchen's story, isn't her place to say like what happened on her terms and when it happened and how, like, if she doesn't want to, if she started to tell the story to somebody in confidence and she doesn't want to talk about it, she shouldn't have to.
I don't think anyone denies, from my perspective, that Gretchen was overserved that night. I don't even think Tamara denies that she and Vicky had this plan to show Gretchen for who she was and, whatever. I guess the current day drama and the part that I'm like Team Katie on a little bit, I wasn't it's just it's so layered and so nuanced, right? Like Katie has lied historically on the show for her the two seasons that she has been on. Like she has told a story or two. I think the
Three
issue
or
right
four.
or three or four. I think the issue right now though is Katie not being honest about telling what Gretchen told her in confidence to a content creator or journalist, whomever. I think the issue is Katie does not want to admit that she told people what Gretchen told her in confidence. And to me, that is the issue right now. I think Gretchen's right to feel however she wants to feel about the situation. I think she did actually go to the hospital. She's admitted it on camera. I just think she does not want to admit that she told people she went to the hospital. I just think it's so many layers right now.
Yeah, I'm honestly clocked out. Like, I'm not really enjoying Orange County right now. I can't really, I mean, I'm writing about it and I'm watching it. They kind of lost me with the so many layers of lies, and it's just not, there's nothing fun. Like, where's the fun?
To me, I'm enjoying.
Looking, looking for something, anything fun on that show. And I need happy in my life right now, and it's not delivering.
Yeah, so this is why Ashley and I work because we have don't always align on everything. Like for example, I'm enjoying OC this season. I'm not saying it's like the funnest time I've ever had watching a Bravo show, but like I'm not mad at it. I think that there's so many conversations right now surrounding drama happening online versus what we see on TV. And sometimes as a viewer, that gets lost on us. And if you weren't an OC watcher back in the day, this whole subplot is so confusing to you because you're like, wait, what's Naked Wasted? Like, you don't know. So it's like any new age watcher, unless you're going to go back and watch that. I should probably put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Great call, Imani. Didn't think about that. This is our first official show, you guys. So give
And
us some
samesies.
Yeah,
No,
give
you're like the only person who ever contacts me, so not like anybody's like rushing my phone, but yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, this is our first show, guys, and we're doing the model of we're not gonna edit. We're just gonna shave some stuff off the beginning and stuff off the end. So you're gonna get our raw, unfiltered thoughts. And so I think that's what, people want to hear anyway. Um, and with that in mind, as someone with ADHD, currently
Ooh,
drinking
ooh, I wanted to interject.
Celsius.
I wanted to interject two
What?
things. I forgot one of them. One of them was Vicky Gunvalson related, and I guess I'll talk about that one. Oh, the other thing was go back and watch Naked Wasted. That's like, I'm a former teacher, like that's your homework. I think everybody who is engaging in any kind of conversation around these modern episodes, they're available for free on Peacock.
Agreed.
I really think it's something you need that fresh in your mind. The Naked Wasted episode and the following, because there's a weird, it feels really gross in a lot of ways. But then
What
two of
specifically?
the
The actual naked wasted part of it, or
the
what?
watching Gretchen get served is
Sure.
really hard to watch. Gina Keogh and it's Lynn Curtin, who are both like, I think you should stop, like stop drinking, like they're trying to get her, like literally at one point, I don't remember which one of them, like literally moved a drink from away from her, and then Ryan pushed one right in front of her face immediately after. Like they were like force feeding her drinks. People need to go back and watch it. Number two, I don't think, as of somebody who's just recently rewatched it, Tamra said to Vicky, "We're going to get her wasted, naked wasted." To me, it felt like she was telling Vicky that about her and Ryan. It did not, in my opinion, feel like Vicky conspired on it at all.
I don't know that Vicky conspired on it either. I think Tamara's doing the thing that Jen is saying Katie's doing, like asking for someone to validate your story, right? Because it wouldn't just be Tamara in the drama, it would be Tamara and Vicky. And so Katie keeps doing, I don't know if this was a preview for this upcoming OC. By the way, I don't love watching previews for the new episodes because they're like 10-minute long previews and we only
Mhm.
have about 45 minutes of content without the commercials. So I want to be surprised. I don't want to watch the whole show ahead of time on Twitter with everyone posting the links. Like I don't want to see it. But anyway, with that said, I did watch a clip upcoming of Katie and Jen meeting up after Katie has kind of been ostracized from the group and not filming right now. And like, I don't know, I feel bad for Katie and I feel like Jen, who I once really loved, I feel like she's leaving Katie out to dry. I feel she was very much so in the mix of Gretchen telling everyone the same stories. For some reason, I don't know why Gretchen's cowering to Tamra in this situation because Gretchen does have the upper hand and she doesn't realize it. Like, you were overserved and it was a bit, and they were mean girls coded toward you. And so I'm
Mhm.
like, if you wanted to tell everyone in the state of California that you feel like Tamara did something with your drink, that's your prerogative. And if you went to the hospital the next day, that's your prerogative. Speak on it however you want to speak on it. But why are we backtracking now, Gretchen? Because I genuinely, in my soul, feel like Gretchen did tell Katie, I went to the hospital the next day, and that's fine. The issue right now is Katie's lying about not telling anybody that. That's the problem. And so I'm like, Katie, stand up. If you're going to be messy, fine, but stand in it. Stand in it.
Hmm.
Stand in it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. And I just love the whole like Katie's getting dragged for talking to content creators. And as soon as the episode's on, there's a major publication that publishes an article. It wasn't like a bombshell or anything. It's just like
Yeah,
she's still talking to publications to drive her narrative and gain sympathy from people.
correct.
It's just,
I don't
yeah.
know. I mean, things are moving digital right now anyway, so I feel like it's a natural progression that content creators at some point would probably be involved in the mix somewhat. I can tell you right now that no one has ever reached out to Ashley and I about putting stories out there. Scouts on her on that. Even if they did, we wouldn't tell you because integrity is a huge thing for us. But no one has ever done anything like that toward us. I know people think that like if we post certain stories or like we're nice to certain people online, like they're on their payroll. No, guys, we just have our own opinions.
And that
And
doesn't mean we don't like get upset with them by
Right.
things that happen in their personal life or on this show. Like I might like one of these people, but that doesn't mean I'm writing at dawn for every single person. Like sometimes, and I might write at dawn for you, but I'm still going to call you out when you deserve to be called out. That's being like a good friend and just an honest person.
Exactly.
And these people are not our friends,
We
for
don't
the record.
blind correct. We don't blind support anybody. For example, like I really like Tamra Judge. I'm a Tamra Judge apologist, but that does not mean that I think she's perfect. That does not mean that I don't think she moves weird sometimes. I think her attempt at getting Gretchen sloshed is awful. And I think Tamra knows it's awful. That does not mean that I'm like, ban Tamra from Bravo, get her off Bravo. The only person I reserve that energy for is Jax Taylor.
Jax Taylor, yeah. I think like if you left just like a pregnant pause, everybody could have filled in that very
Exactly.
simple blank. And yes, he is a very simple blank. Like he is adult on every level. Like
Exactly.
I,
But go
yeah,
ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
that's it. I'm just like, no, and I agree with you. Like Tamara, I think is a part of a puzzle. Like it's a machine,
It
and
is.
if you don't have like a wrench, the machine's
Yeah.
not gonna, maybe because that's a tool. That doesn't make sense. Like what's a part of a machine?
You're
Like a
asking
lever.
me? A
I don't
lever.
know.
Pull the lever.
Oh, if
Yeah.
there's not like okay, I am not a
I'm
scientist.
not a
Clearly.
scientist.
But we are women in STEM.
We're women in STEM. Thank you for
Women
bringing that up.
and the arts. We are clearly women of the arts.
We're artists, okay? And we might dabble in the law. So you know what? Check out my segue. Let's bop over to some things having to do with law and legal sentences, okay? So let's get into Karen Huger's prison sentence. She is allegedly going to be released on September 2nd, which is, or is it 3rd?
It's been confirmed, and I believe it's third.
Okay, 3rd. So what is that? Wednesday? What day of the
I
week
don't
is that?
know. I don't know, but real quick, I'm very interested in this. I might go downtown for it, but Perez Hilton
Mm-hmm.
is going to be in court, and I'm not sure if Blake Lively's going to be there. It's probably just her
Ah,
lawyers, but
okay.
downtown because
In
he got
Vegas?
subpoenaed. Yeah, here. And he invited like people, like he's like, no, we want to
I'm
show support. And I
screaming.
was like, maybe I'll go. So that was just a little side note that I've been meaning to tell you anyway. But when is it for Karen?
So the September 3rd is Wednesday. So the Grand Dame shall be released from prison on this upcoming Wednesday, September 3rd. Um, Also, side note, before we forget, Ashley's based out of Vegas. So she's boots in the ground for a lot of like the Vegas festivities. I'm in Florida. Sadly, not a lot happens here. But just for context, if you ever, see stuff happening over in Vegas that you want us to cover, like definitely let us know in the comment section because Ashley's all over it.
Yes, I will be there and hopefully it starts early because I like to be in an REM sleep by like 8:45. So earlier the better. We love daytime,
We love daytime. So, okay, Karen is up this upcoming Wednesday, and then we have Jen Shaw. So, Jen
right?
Shaw is set to be released in 2026, which is next year.
hmm Which is
So,
going to be, as of right now, that's 50% of her sentence. And she will most likely, at this rate, get out sooner than that. It's
100%.
been reduced four times already. Like, I'm saying she'll be out in 6 months tops. That's my bet.
So, what is my opinion on this, but I'll tell everybody else. But do you think that Bravo will entertain having Jen Shaw coming back to Salt Lake City? Or do you think that like it would cause them more grief from an audience perspective? Because there's so many people that are like, don't reward Jen with airtime, don't reward bad behavior, this, that, and the third. But I think that opens up a broader conversation of once people serve their sentence and they, pay back whatever is meant to be paid back, what's wrong with them assimilating back into society?
Well, that's the whole like point of going to prison and getting out. And where is she gonna? And I'm not saying I'm actually rewatching Salt Lake City
Me
from the
too. Me
beginning.
too.
I'm on season two, and I don't enjoy her on my screen at all. Like I
No,
don't have fun watching her, but
can
I'm not
we
saying she shouldn't come back.
can we talk about this? So I'm rewatching Salt Lake City too. So this is the first time I've watched it since I watched it live. My opinion of Jen Shaw, maybe because I'm watching it from lens of knowing that she's guilty, my opinion of her did a complete 180. I enjoyed Jen in the beginning when I first watched it with fresh eyes. Rewatching it again, I'm like, oh my God, she's insufferable.
She's terrible. The way
She's
she treats
terrible.
people, like she's so awful to people. I really don't like watching her. But if justice is getting people the money that they deserve, that was theirs and their money back. Where else is she going to be able to make that much money that fast? Like,
Exactly, exactly.
if the goal is to do right by the victims,
Hmm.
unless you can tell me a better way that somebody with Jen Shah's qualifications, insert shady commentary here, how else is she going to do it? I,
Right.
I,
And that's
I'm
the
not
thing.
opposed to her coming back. While I'm not a fan of hers,
I'm not saying
and
that.
I think they will bring her back.
I
I
think,
think that was your question, and I think they
yeah,
absolutely will. They
I
brought
think
Teresa
they
back.
brought Teresa back. They're bringing Karen back. Shannon Bedore's filming. Like, James Kennedy, I'm sure if Vanderpump Rules was still on, would be very much so still on the show. And
Well,
so,
who knows? He might pop up DJing at Sir. He's going to be DJing next month anyway for a special event.
yeah, so I don't know. I think there's still story to tell with Jen. I think like if this was like Real Housewives of Salt Lake City season like 16, I'd be like, okay, maybe not. But it's still so early in Salt Lake City, and there's still so much story to tell with Jen and the women in the group. I want to know what her thoughts are on Angie K being like the lead snowflake
She's that
holder.
girl,
She's
right?
that Angie K is that girl in Salt Lake City. Like,
That
I want to
girl.
know what Jen thinks about that. You know, she has thoughts about that. You know, she has
And
thoughts about that in that prison cell.
oh, she's telling everybody. She's telling
I
everybody her
brought her
thoughts.
in this, that, and the third. Like, I want to know her thoughts. I also want to know, because I love mess and I admit this, I would be open to Monica coming back as well. Now, I think that would be a harder sell in the group than
Which
it
is
would
insane.
than it would be for Jen because like I said, I'm rewatching Salt Lake City and during the season 3 reunion, Jen doesn't film that season or that reunion. The women are almost soft to her. They're like, yes, like Jen's in prison right now, but like I get why, she did admit she's guilty, but everybody still needs a friend to lean on and whatnot. And all the women are like, we would absolutely never film with Monica. Like it's Monica or no one. So I don't know that they would film with Monica, but I think that they would be open to filming with Jen. I really, really do. I really
If
do.
people aren't willing to film with Monica, they shouldn't be on the show. I'm sorry. Like, we don't get to pick our
And you
coworkers.
know what?
In
That's
what
a
world? Who do you think you are?
I hate ultimatums. I really do. Like Shannon
Me too.
Bedore allegedly giving that ultimatum, like if Katie's still filming, I'm not gonna film. Then don't film, Shannon. Like then don't film. I'm over some of these housewives like opting, oh, I'm not filming with this person. I'm not going to the reunion. No, change the contracts. Get
Right,
Bethany Frankel in here and let's get Bethany on these contracts because clearly she did something right with her original Bethany clause.
right.
Let's get her in the door. Bravo, hire her for your HR team. Because I'm like, why are we not having Britt Eady at this reunion when she was in 80% of the drama, Atlanta?
And Kenya.
And Kenya, why are they not at the reunion? Why
It
did we
doesn't
watch
make
this
any
whole
sense.
season? There's
Why
no,
did they put that on the show? They shouldn't have put any of that storyline on the
I
show if they
agree.
weren't going to follow up with it. Like,
They
they
should
could have
have
literally cut the entire thing out.
exactly cut out the entire drama surrounding Kenya. Like, don't even have her. I don't know if contractually they had to show the scenes that she filmed. I don't know. But to me, it was more upsetting than anything because, like, we got zero closure from that.
It was really, really frustrating to watch. And I'm not a person that needs everything tied up in a bow and perfectly packaged at the end, but to not get any resolve is just,
There was no resolve.
why would you, it just doesn't make any sense to me of why they would put it on the air and not go back
Exactly.
to it. That's on them. That's on Bravo.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes Bravo listening to the audience backfires because I think, to borrow Lala's term, I think sometimes they're so chronically in the comments that they are doing things they think the fans will want. And sometimes it's a complete opposite of what we want. I'm going to
That's
reference point here Vanderpump Rule season 11. I'm
and case closed.
case closed. Like, listen to the audience, but also do your thing. Do your
Right.
thing.
Well, I
Um,
remember specifically, I don't remember which of the new Roni girls, but it was one of the new Roni cast members said, it was Uba. She said, we read the comments, we do what you want, and then you change it up. Like, what do you want from us? And I literally wrote in the comments, what we want is for you to be you, not do what you want us, what you think. Be yourself, be unapologetically yourself. And when you mess up, call yourself out for it and do better moving forward. Like, that's what it is.
Exactly. I think, everyone loves reality TV right now. And I do think that the resurgence of reality TV being super popular was Vanderpump Rules, especially recently. People who didn't know anything about Vanderpump Rules tuned in during Scandival. Ariana is huge right now, well deserved. She's, the host of Love Island and doing all the things. So people are like, "Oh, I want to like watch Vanderpump Rules from the beginning." Like I know personally so many people who are just now watching Vanderpump Rules and they're loving it. And I'm
Oh,
so
so
jealous that I
lucky.
can't watch with fresh eyes.
Oh, so
Um,
lucky.
but the reason why that was so good is A, they were young. That's not a slam on older women at all. But my point is that like they were so fresh and they wanted it. And I
They
think
were
that's
in apartments. They were
correct.
paycheck to paycheck. They were sleeping on each other's couches when they had a fight with a friend or a boy. Like it was just like them having houses changes everything. Them being married and in committed relationships. It's a different story and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing
But
wrong with that.
right, but that was Vanderpump Rules was being young and messy and figuring out life and we know.
Exactly. And but that's not to say that just because people know the playbook now, it won't work. Example, Next Gen NYC. Um, Sorry guys, we just got a notification. Next Gen NYC to me is still so fresh and it's clearly produced. It's clearly curated. Like I can tell I'm watching a reality show when I'm watching Next Gen NYC, but yeah, it still feels very fresh. And so you can want to go to on reality TV to further your platform or, sell us stuff, but do it as organically as possible and not be a caricature of yourself because it almost never works. And we're almost out of time for today's episode. But speaking of fresh and fun, I think we should talk about Love Thy Nader, which is on Hulu. I'm obsessed with the Nader sisters.
Obsessed. Like I have not been this involved in a group of sisters since the early Kardashian days, and I am not a Kardashian person. They lost me after the first couple seasons,
Same.
but I loved the first few years, messy sister fights, literal
Mm-hmm.
physical fights. I'm here for it. The girls are beautiful.
Stunning. And they're a
I
lot
mean,
younger than I thought.
yeah, they're very young. They're all like
Yes.
the oldest is Brooks at
She's
28.
20. I'm older than all the Nader sisters. Give me a second to process that.
I know, I know. I'm
You know
like,
what?
I could be their mom, but I really don't want to talk about that.
No, I really, really love them, and I think that they're gonna be really huge, the Nader sisters. I don't know what like network vibe, like what happens there. I think Bravo should get in on that and have them come to BravoCon in some capacity. I don't know how it would work, like I said, from like a streamer perspective in their Hulu, but I think that they need to get them in some way on a panel
They're
or
the next big.
something.
If you're not watching, it's on Hulu, it's on Freeform, and they're like those short, like
Yeah,
30-ish
it's
minute
easy
episodes,
watch.
only 8 episodes. So it's really fast, and they're gonna be the next big thing.
They're going to be the next big thing. It's based in New York City. So picture just like you and your three best friends. They happen to be a foursome of sisters living in New York City and like one of your friends has like new money, right? And so you
Right.
can only imagine. So
Right.
we're
And they're from Louisiana. So these are like
exactly.
swamp girls. I say this as a woman from Louisiana myself, but these are like swamp girls moving to New York City and I live. Like, holy cow, those jeans. I mean, their parents are beautiful, but like the bone structure, I mean, the bodies, come
Yeah.
on.
We're obsessed with Love Thy Nader. I found out about Brooks from Dancing with the Stars, which by the way, I am so excited for Dancing with the Stars. We'll be covering that. I am rooting for some of the mom talkers. I'm sorry, shoot me. I like Whitney. Shoot me. I like Whitney. I'm rooting for
Nobody's gonna
her.
hurt you.
And then Dylan Efron,
Living for Dylan.
living for Dylan, he will be getting my vote. Um, but yeah, this is pretty much our first episode. We look forward to continuing. We did also just want to say our thoughts are with um Ashley, you take it away because you're more familiar
Oh,
with this
I
individual.
love this broke my heart. The content creator Jeff Epstein, I know the name. Jeff Epstein, he is was so funny. He passed away. I don't know what happened. We have no idea. It's none of our business.
Yeah.
But he just brought so much light and made me laugh out loud so many times. Like my
Hmm.
heart broke when I saw that when he wasn't with us anymore.
Yeah, our thoughts are with his friends and family during this hard time because we know how much we love following certain creators and what they give to us and the space they provide and the escapism and the joy they bring. So, our thoughts are definitely with him and his family. Oh, and before we go, Ashley, I don't have a segue for this, but Ashley recently went to the Wizard of Oz experience at the Sphere. I had so much FOMO, you guys, as a Wiz girl. Inside joke. Ashley, can you give us like
What a
a
wicked joke you
what a
make.
wicked joke. Can you give us a little bit like an elevator pitch for it if someone wanted to go?
I'm just gonna say sensory overload in the best way. Just even going into the Sphere, it was my second time I saw the Backstreet Boys, you guys. It was life-changing. And so was Wizard of Oz. Like, it's
Go to our
just
TikTok to see some of the Backstreet Boys footage that Ashley got.
oh my God, it's so good. Wizard of Oz, like I cried, like my friend and I like jumped a few times. Meanwhile, we've seen the movie 50 times, I'm sure each. We held hands through parts of it. Like not it wasn't only the sphere, there were like 3D, like within the sphere aspects happening. Like it blew my mind. Some weird things. It was a lot of AI, obviously, to make it. And there were times where like sometimes I appreciate that they didn't retouch. Like sometimes like you would see like the Munchkins, they would have like the bald caps on and they didn't like
Oh,
blend their makeup, which is like the most 2025 thing to say, like blend your makeup better.
blend, honey.
But yeah, just little things like that. But I love it was amazing and I can't recommend it enough to everybody. It sucks it's expensive.
Oh, is it?
It's like $120 for like the cheapest seat before
Oh
taxes.
my God, but I can't. I've seen some clips on TikTok. I don't want to watch a lot of it because, spoiler alert, I'm so excited. Ashley and I are going in November. We got
Just ahead of
tickets just
BravoCon,
ahead of
which you'll see us
BravoCon.
there.
And so I'm so excited to watch it because I don't know why, but like every quarter or so, I end up on the side of TikTok where it tells you like all the lore of filming The Wizard of Oz and how horribly treated Judy Garland was. And I just
Hmm.
feel so sorry. What a talent, A. And it makes me sad when I learn about all the stuff that she had to endure, just, actors back in that day. And
Right.
there's so many fun facts about the Wizard of Oz filming, and it's just really, really interesting. And they're not fun at all for the most part. Like
No,
they're actually
no,
pretty traumatizing.
right.
So if
Literal
I'm
asbestos being poured on top of the actors.
correct, yes. It's other things I can't say on here. So if you ever want to, learn more about the Wizard of Oz and the making of it, you're I don't know, it might change your perspective on the movie. I don't know. I can compartmentalize. I live in Florida and Disney
Right,
World isn't ruined for me because I live here. You know what I mean? Like I'm very good at
right.
compartmentalizing.
I read the book, like the old like 1900, the original Wizard of Oz, and honestly, it's just like the making of the movie is dark. That novel is
There's
dark.
so many dark things that have transitioned to like children's items, you know what
Right.
I mean? Like,
Right.
oh
I'm
my
rereading
gosh.
Hamlet right now, and like within 5 pages, I'm like, duh, this is The Lion King. Like you forget that these stories are recycled,
Exactly.
and it's literally
Exactly.
when you watch The Lion King, it's Hamlet.
It's crazy how things are repackaged for children later
Hmm.
in the day or that
Yeah.
day. So I've reached the point of my Celsius where this could actually be just straight vodka. That's my
Hilarious.
thing. My friends joke whenever I'm on Celsius, like I'm
You're
on.
on
So
Celsius.
I'm on
That's hilarious.
Celsius. So I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode. If you would like to keep up with us outside of YouTube, we are on TikTok. We have a website where we write about all of the things we talk about. It's tasteofreality.com. We have an Instagram account. It's taste of underscore reality. We also have our TikTok with the same, you can just type in taste of reality on TikTok and it'll take you there. We have a lot of fun things for you guys to look forward to. Ashley, do you want to quickly just like go through some of the fun stuff we have lined up for them?
Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to be doing these weekly. We have a trip to LA coming up that we're going to be hitting a bunch of Bravo spots just at Halloween. And then BravoCon again. We're going to be doing BravoCon, doing all the Bravo Paloozas. So, yeah, we have a lot on our dance card. I feel like I'm from like the mid 1900s when I say that on my dance card, but
We
it's
have
true.
a
We
we
do.
have a lot in store. I'm so excited and I'm so excited that we're finally starting this YouTube channel. So we look forward to continuing these and growing with all of you. So please leave comments. We love to engage with all of you in the comment section. You also can talk with some of the people over on our YouTube, or I'm sorry, on our nope, the
Third time's a
Celsius.
charm, girlfriend.
Third time's a charm on our website because we love to have a community over there and talk with all of you in the comment section because the taste of reality taste buds are the best. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and we shall see you next week.
Bye, you
Bye.
guys.